The Watergate Scandal. The Watergate scandal involved a break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters in Washington, D.C. on June 17, 1972. The burglars were connected to President Richard Nixon's re-election campaign, seeking to wiretap the opposition. As investigations unfolded, it was revealed that Nixon had attempted to cover up the break-in. The scandal led to widespread political fallout, including the resignation of Nixon on August 9, 1974. The scandal highlighted issues of abuse of power and led to significant reforms in campaign finance and governmental oversight. Operation MKUltra. Operation MKUltra was a covert CIA program started in the 1950s focused on mind control and chemical interrogation techniques. It involved administering drugs like LSD to unwitting individuals, including mental patients and prisoners. The goal was to develop methods for controlling behavior and extracting information. The program was officially sanctioned until 1964 and included unethical practices such as non-consensual experiments. The details of MKUltra were largely uncovered during a 1975 congressional investigation, revealing a disturbing breach of human rights and leading to increased scrutiny of government intelligence practices. The Iran-Contra Affair. The Iran-Contra Affair was a political scandal during President Ronald Reagan's second term, involving two major illegal activities. The U.S. secretly sold arms to Iran, despite an arms embargo, hoping to secure the release of American hostages held by Hezbollah in Lebanon. Simultaneously, the funds from these sales were diverted to support Contra rebels in Nicaragua, which was prohibited by Congress. The affair came to light in 1986, leading to multiple investigations, indictments, and convictions. The scandal highlighted issues of executive overreach and challenged the boundaries of presidential power. The Gulf of Tonkin Incident. The Gulf of Tonkin incident occurred on August 2, 1964, when the U.S. Navy reported that North Vietnamese torpedo boats had attacked the USS Maddox in the Gulf of Tonkin. A second reported attack on August 4 further justified increased American military involvement in Vietnam. However, later investigations revealed that the second attack might not have occurred and the initial reports were likely exaggerated. This incident was instrumental in the passage of the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, which granted President Lyndon B. Johnson broad war powers, significantly escalating U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. Operation Northwoods. Operation Northwoods was a proposed plan by the U.S. Department of Defense in 1962 to stage false flag operations as a pretext to justify military intervention in Cuba. The plan included a range of actions, such as hijacking planes, sinking boats, and conducting terrorist acts, all attributed to Cuba. The aim was to provoke public support for an invasion. The proposal was never approved or implemented, but was declassified in the 1990s, revealing the extent of Cold War-era military and intelligence planning and raising ethical concerns about government deception. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study was a notorious clinical study conducted between 1932 and 1970 by the U.S. Public Health Service. The study aimed to observe the natural progression of untreated syphilis in African American men in Tuskegee, Alabama. Despite penicillin being available as a cure, participants were not treated and were misled about their condition. The study continued for 40 years, causing significant health harm and ethical violations. Public outrage over the study led to major reforms in research ethics, including informed consent and the establishment of the Office for Human Research Protections. The COINTELPRO program. COINTELPRO, or Counterintelligence Program, was an FBI operation that began in 1956 and lasted until 1971. Its purpose was to infiltrate, surveil, and disrupt civil rights organizations and other activist groups deemed subversive. Targeted groups included the Black Panther Party, Martin Luther King Jr., and anti-Vietnam War activists. COINTELPRO used illegal tactics such as wiretapping, infiltration, and disinformation. The program was exposed by a 1971 break-in at an FBI office and subsequent investigations, leading to congressional hearings and significant changes in how domestic intelligence operations are conducted. The Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project was a secret U.S. research and development project during World War II, aimed at developing the first nuclear weapons. Initiated in 1942, it involved scientific research and engineering efforts led by physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer. The project culminated in the creation of the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. It brought together some of the brightest minds of the era and involved multiple facilities across the U.S. The success of the Manhattan Project marked the beginning of the nuclear age and had profound impacts on international relations and military strategy. The Denver International Airport Conspiracy. The Denver International Airport DIA is the subject of numerous conspiracy theories suggesting it harbors secret underground bunkers and facilities. Opened in 1995, DIA has been associated with claims of a hidden government complex intended for use in apocalyptic scenarios or as a headquarters for the New World Order. Theories are fueled by the airport's unusual design, artwork, and construction delays. While these claims lack credible evidence, they have captured public imagination, leading to a persistent belief in the airport's secretive nature and its possible connections to global conspiracies. Operation Gladio. Operation Gladio was a covert NATO project involving the establishment of secret armies across Europe during the Cold War, initiated after World War II. These secret armies were designed to resist potential Soviet invasions. The operation involved training and arming groups to conduct clandestine operations and sabotage. Gladio became known publicly in the 1990s through investigations in Italy revealing the extent of its clandestine activities and links to various political violence incidents. The revelations raised concerns about the extent of NATO's involvement in internal European affairs and the ethical implications of such operations. The assassination of JFK. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, in Dallas, Texas, has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories. Officially, Lee Harvey Oswald was accused of the assassination, but many believe there were multiple shooters or that a conspiracy was involved. Theories include claims of involvement by the CIA, the Mafia, or elements within the U.S. government. The Warren Commission's investigation concluded Oswald acted alone, but subsequent investigations and documents have kept public debate alive, leading to various theories about who was truly responsible for Kennedy's death. The Philadelphia Experiment. The Philadelphia Experiment is a conspiracy theory alleging that the U.S. Navy conducted a secret experiment in 1943 involving the invisibility and teleportation of the USS Eldridge. According to the story, the ship was rendered invisible and teleported from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, with disastrous results. The experiment supposedly led to crew members being fused with the ship or suffering from severe side effects. The U.S. Navy has consistently denied the experiment's existence, and the tale is widely regarded as a hoax or urban legend with no credible evidence supporting the claims. The Montauk Project. The Montauk Project is a conspiracy theory claiming that secret experiments were conducted at Montauk Air Force Station in New York, involving time travel and mind control. Allegedly starting in the 1970s, the project is said to have been an extension of the Philadelphia Experiment, with researchers experimenting on psychological manipulation and teleportation. Theories suggest that the project aimed to explore and exploit human consciousness. While intriguing, these claims are largely speculative and lack substantial evidence, often being linked to other conspiracy theories and fictional accounts. The New World Order. The New World Order is a conspiracy theory suggesting that a secretive, global elite is conspiring to create a totalitarian world government. Proponents believe that this elite, consisting of influential political, financial, and corporate figures, is manipulating global events and institutions to establish a centralized, authoritarian regime. The theory often includes claims of economic manipulation, mass surveillance, and suppression of freedoms. Despite being a popular subject of various conspiracy theories, there is no concrete evidence supporting the existence of such a coordinated global scheme. The 9/11 Truth Movement. The 9/11 Truth Movement questions the official narrative of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. Advocates argue that the attacks are either an inside job or were facilitated by elements within the U.S. government to justify subsequent wars and domestic policies. Theories include claims about controlled demolition of the World Trade Center towers, the missile strike on the Pentagon, and the collapse of World Trade Center Building 7. Despite extensive investigations and official reports confirming the attacks were perpetrated by Al-Qaeda terrorists, these alternative theories persist among certain groups. The Federal Reserve Conspiracy. The Federal Reserve conspiracy theory suggests that the Federal Reserve System, the central bank of the U.S., is a secretive institution manipulating economic policy to benefit elite interests. Critics claim it exerts undue control over monetary policy, inflation, and national finances, often accusing it of being part of a globalist agenda. The theory argues that the Fed's policies are designed to benefit powerful financial elites at the expense of the general public. Despite these claims, the Federal Reserve's operations are publicly scrutinized and regulated by various oversight mechanisms. The chemtrails theory. The chemtrails theory proposes that the trails left behind by airplanes contain chemical or biological agents deliberately dispersed into the atmosphere. Proponents believe these substances are used for purposes such as weather modification, population control, or environmental manipulation. The theory suggests that government or private organizations are involved in secret atmospheric experiments. Scientists and aviation experts have consistently debunked these claims, explaining that what is seen as chemtrails are actually normal contrails formed by condensation of water vapor from aircraft engines. The Roswell UFO incident. The Roswell UFO incident refers to an event in 1947 when an unidentified object crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. Initially, the U.S. military claimed it was a flying disc, but quickly retracted, stating it was a weather balloon. The incident ignited widespread speculation about extraterrestrial spacecraft and government cover-ups. Over time, conspiracy theories have flourished, alleging that the government recovered alien bodies and technology. Despite numerous investigations and official explanations, the Roswell incident remains a focal point for UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip was a secret program conducted by the U.S. during and after World War II to recruit former Nazi scientists, engineers, and technicians. The program aimed to leverage their expertise for American military and aerospace advancements. Over 1,600 individuals were brought to the U.S., significantly contributing to the development of rockets and other technologies. While the program advanced scientific progress, it was controversial due to the ethical implications of employing individuals with Nazi affiliations and their involvement in war crimes. The Illuminati. The Illuminati is a conspiracy theory involving a secret society set to control global events and manipulate world governments. Allegedly founded in the late 18th century, the Illuminati is believed to consist of powerful elites who influence politics, economics, and media. The theory suggests that this hidden group orchestrates major events to establish a new world order. Despite its popularity in conspiracy circles, there is no credible evidence supporting the existence of such an organization, and most claims are based on speculation and misinterpretation of historical events. The HAARP Project. The High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program HAARP is a research project based in Alaska, studying the ionosphere's properties. Conspiracy theories claim that HAARP is involved in weather manipulation, earthquake generation, or other environmental control techniques. Proponents of these theories believe that HAARP's high-frequency radio waves can affect weather patterns or cause natural disasters. Officially, HAARP is focused on scientific research related to the ionosphere and space weather, and there is no credible evidence linking it to secret environmental or weather-modifying activities. The Lizard People Theory. The Lizard People Theory posits that reptilian humanoids, often referred to as lizard people, secretly control global affairs. Proponents believe these entities, often associated with extraterrestrial origins, have infiltrated human institutions and are responsible for manipulating world events. This theory is frequently linked to high-profile figures, suggesting they are actually reptilian beings. While the concept is popular in some conspiracy circles, it lacks credible evidence and is generally regarded as a science fiction-inspired myth rather than a plausible explanation for global events.